What's up, YouTube? Angry Jackalope. I'm not going to be loud and obnoxious because there is a sign on the door here that says, please be quiet and courteous to other guests. So we are in Idaho. We are sitting in Lava Springs? Lava what?
Lava Hot Springs.
Lava Hot Springs Inn, which it's been said that it's haunted, and guess what? We've got the most haunted room in the place. We got room number 13. Me and the wife. Sup? Yeah, I can see it. It's weird. I could see the chat down on the bottom there. I've never done this recently. How's the stream looking so far? Don't get possessed. Why you gotta say it out loud? Why you gotta say it out loud? Don't be saying that out loud. Hey, Rob, glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too, Wolf. So, so we are. So I'll see if I could flip the camera so I can point to this chair. I think this is it right here. Yes. So this chair right here belongs there. There's a patient. So let me show you this this door right here. So this doorway right here goes into what used to be the operating room, and inside of that operating room, a woman lost her child. That woman's name is Martha. Now, it's been reported that this particular chair right here, which upon cursory observation seems to be a pretty mundane, normal-looking chair, belongs to a ghost or entity named Martha. So if you don't ask permission from Martha to sit in this chair, bad things happen. Okay? That's what they're saying. Now, I didn't know. Yeah, I know, Tom. I know. What's up, Chris? Now, here's the funny thing. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. You see right there on my arm? So this lady outside's telling me all about Martha and this, that, and everything else. And I'm kind of just, okay, cool. That's groovy, you know. Well, you know, I got a bunch of my shit sitting on that chair. Inadvertently, I might have pissed her off. And so anyway, we're sitting there. And I brushed my arm and something fucking bit the cow shit out of me. It's all weltered up. And it was the shape of a diamond earlier. But anyway, I digress. So earlier when this was gifted to me as a birthday present, right? And I was like, okay, cool. So we came up here, and this spot is actually really neat. Let me see if I can... Let me see. I'm going to turn it around here so I can show you some stuff outside here. So they got these hot springs, which are like right over there. There's a couple out in the back here. And there's like a river that runs right down there that people, you know, float through the inner tubes. And they do all kinds of cool stuff. The hot springs are kind of crazy because I went down and I, you know, I was sitting in the lava springs, and it's like, they're hot. They're fucking hella hot. And I was like, cool, that's one thing I could take off my bucket. You know, I had a bucket list. One of the things I wanted to do was to actually experience some of those things. Like, I wanted to go to Japan where those little monkeys are sitting in them and stuff like that. But you know what? I'll have to take it where I can get it. You know what I mean? And so my wife was laughing at me, and she was like, really? I'm like, yeah. But anyway, I think what I'll do is I'm going to stealthy take you guys around a little bit. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's here. So we're going to be kind of on the down low. Hang on a second. It's like, oh, this place is on Ghost Adventures and a few other spots. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip the camera like this. Yeah, that's my wonderful tent size swimming suit that I was using to go in the lava springs. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go up here. Okay, you're going to leave the doors unlocked for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this lock here. Now, there's no bathroom in any of the rooms. So there's a community bathroom. So this is the hallway here. Now, this room right here used to have an OR, some other stuff. And you can see there's a skyline up there. This building's kind of trippy, so right behind this, there used to be another door that led into the other stuff. And you can see that's the door to my room. And I can hear my wife in there coughing, so these walls are super, super thin. So anyway, you can see some of the cool decor. And I will show you some more of the stuff. So here's a little sitting room. And what's cool is we get run of the whole entire place from 9 o'clock to like 2 in the morning. So cool things is it looks like there's tons of bathrooms. So that's kind of cool. So here's one of the spots out, and this is the 3rd floor we're on. And so just so you guys can see that I'm not making it up, we are inside of the actual notorious room 13. Yep, so here's room 13. Come in, there's the wife, and there's Martha's chair. So I just wanted to go on record so you guys knew that I am actually inside of room 13. So if you go look up that Ghost Adventure stuff, you should see it. Let's see. Just like you thought, there are numerous earthquakes. This place looks humongous, scary place to get lost in. Yes, it really does have a Ghost Adventures lockdown look and feel to it. Yeah, it does. But you know, I gotta tell you guys, I'm sitting in here and I don't feel, you know what, let's do this. Hey Martha, I'm gonna sit in your chair while I'm doing this. And if you wanna hang out and say hi to the internet world, feel free. So I'm sitting in Martha's chair here. And you know, it's a lot cooler right here. This feels good, but check this out. There's a ceiling fan here, and I am sitting in the corner of the room, so it could be just feeling the air draft coming down from that. So I'm not going to jump to any conclusions yet, but you know, it's a pretty small room. I don't have any weird vibes. I don't feel anything out of the ordinary. How about you? Do you feel anything weird? No. And it's funny because everybody's like, oh, you're in room 13? Like, they're like, whoa. And I'm like, what? You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man. I'm the Angry Jackalope. Come on now. You know, it's like, I give respect. Like, I'm not going to talk smack like that one dude on Ghost Hunters that sits there and just Ghost Adventures that just talks all that crazy smack. Man, you know what? If there is a ghost here, the last thing I want to do is piss her off and aggravate her. I mean, she probably has so many jacktards that come in here talking shit on a nightly basis, you know? And if she's unfortunate and she's fucking stuck, could you imagine that? It's like, fuck, these fucking living, they're just a fucking nightmare to me. All they fucking do.
Sit in my chair.
Speaking of spooks and scary stuff, you're gonna go see it? Let's see. Which one? Oh, see It. You know, it's funny. I'm like, go see It. What am I going to go see? Yeah, you know, I do want to watch that, and I am terrified of clowns. A lot of people know that about me. I did not believe this was real until I just saw your eyes change from brown to blue, then back again. What? My eyes did not change colors. Let me see this. Let's see this. Give me my light. Where's my light? Oh, I got a light here in my pocket. Here, let's find out. Let's check the old eye colors here. Because if my eyes do turn blue, that would be cool. I ain't gonna lie. I've always wanted blue eyes. Okay, here we go. Got my little O light. Oh, that's too bright. Too bright. Too bright. That's not bad. All right, let's see if we can angle this just right. Okay, that should be viewable, I think. Okay, all right, eyes, go from brown to blue. I don't see shit. I'm blind now. I got a fucking spotlight in my eyeball. I'm fucking blind. The shit I do for you guys, I'm fucking blind. Oh. So, yeah, unfortunately, Nothing yet, but again, it is only 7 something in the evening, and they say, things don't start getting kind of creepy, crawly, cool until, I think the lady said, until like 1 or 2 in the morning, which is gonna suck because I'm pretty sure my wife's gonna be passed out by then. She's gonna be like, you know what? I'm not about this life. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna just take a nap. So I can get up in the morning and have some breakfast and go to work. So yeah, this was really last minute. It's really kind of fun. It's kind of cool. It's really, there is one vibe that is prevalent here, and it's very relaxing. If nothing else, this was a nice break from the normal stuff that I've been doing. 3 a.m. is dead time when the shit really hits the fan at paranormal hotspots. The haunting hour, it all gets real after midnight. Yep. Yeah, I think what I'll do is...
Why is that? Why is that?
I think it's something about at that time of the night, that's when the veil is the thinnest between the living and the dead. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's factual or not. It could also be when people are the most tired and more susceptible to suggestion. But, we had, I guess in room 7, there was an episode where a man who didn't believe in ghosts or anything else, he was sitting in the room just chilling while his wife was doing a ghost hunt or whatever. And he felt pressure on his chest. And he got all freaked out. What's up, Matt? I hope you're doing well, brother. So he had this pressure. And the first thing I thought of was night terrors, right? Sometimes people can get night paralysis and night terrors, and they can't move, and they start to have a panic attack. That could happen. Somebody could have an episode where they're basically having an undiagnosed panic attack. It could also be somebody with sleep apnea who is right in between awake and right between asleep, and then suddenly, oh, why did you walk 16.47 miles, Matt? And why did you know the exact 16.47? That's a very exact distance. That sounds like that's a hell of a story. So I suspect the guy might have had just some sleep apnea or something like that, and was right almost asleep, and then he had the episode where he stops breathing, and he just feels this pressure, and he thinks that something's holding him down. Even though I know that supposedly this is Martha's chair. Okay, I'll catch up with you on that one. Even though I know this is Martha's chair and everything else, I got to tell you, I don't feel any negative energy. I don't feel any adversity. I don't feel anything. But again, this was a sanitarium at one point. And crazy people were here, and that could be why I feel at home. This might feel completely nice to me because, hey, I'm fucking wackadoodle. A succubus.
Yeah.
Colin. Oh, you silly person, you. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about it. This particular haunting seems to be most likely would be my guess, if there is something that's here, it's some kind of a capture time event that just kind of repeats and plays over and over and over again. And so I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. And, maybe sensitive people are picking up on some negative residual energy from people that were miserable. I mean, when sometimes you're in a hospital, there's a lot of pain and suffering, and sometimes that stuff can bleed through and just kind of hang around. Tom says, I'm Christian and believe in spiritual beings like angels and demons, but ghosts are a gray zone. I believe that we go to sleep when we die, so maybe they're sleepwalking. It could be. I mean, I don't claim to know the answers on any of this. I think a lot of this is just kind of speculation and hypothesis and things of that nature. And I look at it like, there's so much we don't understand that we don't know, that we can make some very plausible assessments and guesses. But until we have, real scientific data, real ways to report it. That's why I give some of these guys credits where they're using these devices and they're using these things to measure, electromagnetic and things of that nature. But again, I think a majority of the hauntings are basically just captured psychic energy that is just on a time loop. And I think there's a veil that gets thin, and when it gets thin, things play through. And as they're playing through, people witness them, people see them, things of that nature. So I think sometimes when you see people that are looking for intelligent responses and things like that. No, I did not bring a Ouija board. I'm not stupid. I don't do that kind of stuff.
No.
I do not invite things to play with my mind. You know, when you do things like Ouija boards and some of these other things, you're basically psychically opening your mind up for something to come in and mess with you. And I am definitely not about that life, because even though I don't claim to know everything, I do know there are certain things that are just dumb. Okay, for example, I see a cave. I don't know there's a bear in that cave, but I'm not about to get naked, lather myself up with honey, and run through there yelling Yogi Bear. Okay, it's just not going to happen. There's just some common sense things that people should just not do. And playing with a Ouija board and things like that, it's just, I'm not one of them. I just choose not to. Because the other things that I don't like are like creepy little dolls. And it's like, you know, you play with things like Ouija boards and things of that nature, you're inviting creepy shit to fuck with you. Let's see, I agree that there are residual hauntings just like that, but I am also convinced that there are intelligent hauntings as well, with sentient beings as their cause. Now, okay, you know, Wolf, that's interesting, because I don't necessarily disagree with that, because let's say, for a hypothetical point of view, that there are sentient, extra-dimensional beings, okay? Not human beings, not souls of human beings, but maybe a different type of living organism that is off phase from us, you know, maybe in a fourth dimension, and with our limited, you know, eyes and brain and everything else, we only see the world in 3 dimensions, okay? So maybe something's in the 4th dimension, 5th dimension, and in those thin veil times, they are able to pierce the veil and communicate. You know, and they might be pretty similar to us, and it'd be really fucking funny if we are a TV show for them and they go, watch these fuckers, they're going to ask for questions, and watch when we give them a stupid answer, watch how they freak the fuck out. Okay, so we're like, are you here, Martha? You know, you have a message. Yeah, get out of my chair. And watch how quick the person that was sitting in the chair jumps the fuck out the chair, nearly kills himself to jump across the room. That would be hilarious. That's like the ultimate, what if that's these extra-dimensional beings' internet? They're just sitting back watching us, and we're like the stupid memes. You know, this is like horrible. But, you know, there's a ton of stuff we don't know, we don't understand. And for anybody who claims to have all the answers, I would just laugh in their face. I'm like, okay, give me empirical evidence. Give me the things that I can take to a complete skeptic and make them a believer. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see here. Maybe the connection will pick back. It's funny, after I was talking about Martha, my connection went bad. Martha, are you upset? I didn't talk shit about you. Don't get all woobity like that. Let's see here. You have some strange things happening with your audio. You should examine it when you get done. Oh, really? Interesting. I will check that out. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We are sitting in a spot. We are supposedly in the most haunted room, and I will attempt to do this again later, and see if we get anything. Okay, so hopefully the next time you see me, I won't be like this. Help me! I got snot running out of my nose. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Snot running out of your nose, because you have to have snot.
Well, yeah, it's like, what was that show? Blair Witch, where she had the snot running down her nose. Yeah. If you watch Rick and Morty, you know there are infinite dimensions with an infinite number of universes within each one. Yeah, I think, well, that's string theory, quantum, things of that nature. And I believe that there's infinite. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys, let me see, imagery of life and death forms out there, but who knows for sure. Still, I feel there's sufficient evidence available to support the possibility of angels and demons and spirits, extra-dimensional beings. Oh, most definitely. I definitely believe in that. Above all, just enjoy downtime. Blair Witch. Exactly, Julie. So yeah, guys, if you're up really late, you might see me going, oh my god. Wait, no, I did it wrong. Got Billy just, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I was so wrong, guys. I was so wrong. No, I wasn't. No. Okay. Anyway. I hope not. That would be horrible. But anyway, I just want to share with you guys. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to get possessed. It's just not going to happen. This is not one of those type of hauntings. This is, I think by the time everything's done, me and Martha are going to be like best buds. I'm going to be writing her pen letters and shit. She'll be like sending me ghost signals. Like, we'll be pen pals and shit. She'll be like sending me things. Rob, you should have seen the fat fucker that tried to sit in my chair. He made you look like a toothpick. I'm like, thank you, Martha. I appreciate that. Anyway, all right, guys. I'll check back in a little bit later. Peace.